Hey, Adam here from Travel Inspired. Today I'm going to look at the RODE VideoMicro, a tiny little microphone that's sitting on top of this Fuji X-T20. So when you unbox the RODE VideoMicro, it comes with the directional microphone itself, the furry windshield, 3.5mm patch cable, the shock mount. And I was thinking probably the best way to show you the difference between having the RODE and just using the inbuilt Fuji X-T20 mic is to simply go outside and get a few different shots of different places using both the RODE VideoMicro and then just using the inbuilt Fuji X-T20. Okay, so this is with the RODE video mic on. And this is just using the Fuji X-T20 with no microphone. What really stands out, I guess, is the rich, kind of deep, full sounds that you get from the microphone. As you can, clearly hear from the river, you can hear the water trickling, you can hear the trucks coming from the distance and passing me. At the beach, you can hear the waves, and it all just sounds a little more deep and full, rather than the trebly. So it's taking away some of the treble noise and giving you a more kind of pleasant, kind of more relaxing sound, I think. The thing with this microphone is that it is directional, so it really focuses on sounds that you're pointing the camera and pointing the microphone at, so it shouldn't pick up too much of the ambient sounds around it, more what's actually being pointed at it. So it should now be picking up my sounds rather than the builders shoveling concrete into the wheelbarrow, or rather than the rain or the music outside. But it'll be a good little test to see if it really does pick up me over everything else that's going on here. One of the first things that drew me towards the RODE video mic was the size. As the name implies, micro, it's very small. It only weighs 42 grams, and having the FujiFilm X-T20, which is quite small in itself, I didn't want something huge that was going to sit on top of it. It just wasn't going to fit right, it wasn't going to look right, and just didn't need it as well. The second huge benefit that I discovered whilst looking online was that the RODE VideoMicro doesn't need batteries, so it runs off your camera battery. And being in a remote location like Papua New Guinea, the fact that I didn't need to worry about trying to source additional batteries was a huge benefit. It meant that I could just charge up my camera, my Fuji, and I'd always have my microphone there ready to go. And I can't say that I've really noticed my Fuji camera draining any quicker than normal, so that's a huge plus. I think the price is fantastic, £50 that I paid for it in the UK. you may be able to find it cheaper if you really hunt online, but I think that's a good reasonable price for a solid piece of kit. The one additional piece of kit that I did have to buy to go alongside the RODE and my Fuji X-T20 was an adapter. So the cable that comes with the microphone is a 3.5, and the FujiFilm X-T20 uses a 2.5. So I had to find a 3.5 to a 2.5 adapter, which was actually more challenging than you'd think walking around Bath in the UK. And eventually I found a place that sold them, but it was after trying probably half a dozen camera shops and electrical shops. So overall, would I recommend the microphone? Definitely would. It's been a sound investment, and I'm happy to have it as a part of my gear now. It's small, compact, it's well built, solid. I think it's a good price, and it's functioning fantastically so far. So big thumbs up to RODE.